2 weeks ago, in this spot, I received word that my dad had died in a car crash. At the time, I didn't know if I wanted to finish the trail, if I even cared, if I could even do it. All I could think about was tearing down that trail and trying to get home as soon as possible for my mom and my sister. I still don't know. Most of the heart I had for this trail is pretty much gone, and it remains to be seen if I have the will or not to keep going. But I know this was really important to my dad, and it was important to my mom, and they both really enjoyed the fact that I was out here living one of my dreams. So I guess what I'm going to do is what I always do. It's just one step at a time, a mile at a time, and we'll see where the trail takes me. But anyway, this wasn't the trail I was expecting, but it's a trail I've been dealt. Let's go. So I can see why people don't video that now. That climb-aside valley wasn't horrible, but the fact that it was 96 was not fun. So just not in the mood to take the time out and make sure I filmed while I was going up the hill. To that end though, it's 5:45 right now. We got up at 5 o'clock. Broke our camp down, and we're going to be hiking as early as we can from now on, since it's supposed to be in the hundreds this week. Oh, that's going to be fun. So that is a giant field of bracken fern. I have never seen it grow like ground cover before like that. It's especially nuts because it seems pretty dry up here. "5 miles to the Oregon border. It'd be nice to have something to celebrate, even though technically we still got more California to do. But for now, let's go to Oregon. I thought so.
Yeah.
Oh well. Probably rotted off the tree. Would have filmed more at the Oregon border. There were people there. And despite the fact that I've been doing this for several months, I'm still pretty self-conscious, so. Anyway, we're in Oregon. Yay! It's 80 degrees in August in Southern Oregon. Why in the heck is there still snow here? Nothing's more annoying than forgetting to charge your GoPro. Oh well. I was kind of hoping to record more of this part of the trail because this is home turf, but that's just the way it's gotta go. I'm on my way down to Ashland right now, where I'm gonna go meet up with a bunch of my friends and coworkers and have lunch and take a break. So let's get going. Heading back to the trail after a day off in this fine Rogue Valley smoke. Thankfully, the fires are in Syed Valley and Canyonville, so there's no closures on the trail. I'm hoping by the time we hit Crater Lake they'll clear off, because they'll be farther away. But what's the PCT without a little fire? Let's get going. So counterintuitively, once you hit Oregon, you go south. Thimbleberries! Fun fact, thimbleberry leaves make great emergency toilet paper since their leaves don't have thorns on them. I did not realize that Pilot Rock actually had peregrine falcons on it. That's pretty cool. So we're on our way this morning to Hyatt Resort. We had forgotten to pick up fuel canisters when we were in Ashland, and our ride came before we could get them in the morning. So that's the nearest place. Plus, there's food there, which is always good because I'm in the mood for a Pepsi. Let's get going. I'm at the Hyatt Lake Resort. Went a little too hard the first couple of days back and kind of messed my knees up, so I've been sitting here icing them. They have cabins for rent, but we're gonna just go down the trail a little bit to the tent sites. Not gonna do a big day today, just gonna chill out and let my knees recover a little bit. It was great. They gave us a ride to from the trailhead up to here, and food is great, and got some Pepsis, and now we're gonna go back to the camp. So we are staying in a super fancy, brand new campground that apparently the county bought and completely shut down. But it is $2 a person for PCT hikers, and you can come on in anyway and camp. I have to say it is a little eerie though, because it's like I said, it's just this beautiful, fancy new camp, and there's nobody here. Kind of weird. Managed a 20-mile day today, despite the fact that my knee still feels like it's on fire. It's been kind of frustrating because we need to be doing bigger miles and my knee's been hurting me, so I don't want to push too hard because I don't want to knock myself off trail. But we're going to be camping here tonight. There's water. I don't think we're going to bother staying in the shelter. I like sitting in the tent better. But, and then we'll keep on going. We are officially on trail that I've walked before. This is actually the second time I had ever been on the PCT, was on this stretch of trail. It's pretty cool because you can see Mount McLaughlin and Lake of the Woods and Mount Ashland. It's pretty nice because there's not a lot of smoke right now. Despite everything, we managed to escape relatively unharmed. Right now we're on our way over to Fish Lake so I can get a Pepsi, get a quick charge on some of my stuff, and pick up a little bit more in the way of resupply because my knee has slowed us down a bit to the point where we need a little bit more food. It's actually really frustrating. I need to be doing bigger miles, but my knee is just not cooperating with me. But that's just how it is. You got to be flexible. Let's get going. As you can tell by the nice wide groomed trail, we're not actually on the PCT right now. We are taking a side trail that will take us over to Fish Lake. You can take this trail to either Fish Lake or Lake of the Woods and not have to touch the highway, so you don't have to worry about dying by cars. Well, I definitely say between Hyatt Lake Resort and Fish Lake Resort, your time's better spent at Hyatt Lake. Food was okay, but the wait staff kind of just ignored us. and we had to keep asking for things, and it was kind of annoying, but it's a resort. Anyway, rather than stay here, we're gonna push on a little bit farther, try and get a little bit extra miles in, and I'll see you then. I hoped it was late enough in the season to avoid the mosquitoes up here in Sky Lakes, but they're still there. Not nearly as bad as they could have been, but you can't have the PCT without mosquitoes. We're about 20 miles from Crater Lake, and little did I know that 20 miles is a 20-mile water carry. You don't think about big water carries in Oregon, but apparently, unless you want to go like 4 or 5 miles off trail to get to some fall or pond or something, that's what you gotta do. So let's get going. Stayed the night in Mazama Village last night. Apparently there is a roving PCT campsite because the PCT campsite was pretty much covered in downed trees. We will be doing the rim alternate because the main area is closed due to downed trees and hungry mountain lions. But first I'm going to be staying an extra day here. Hopefully that will give my knee a chance to chill out a bit. Got a knee brace and a giant bottle of ibuprofen, and we'll get going from there.